the hero who conquered the hearts of all at Goodison Park. Mike Lyons now giving body and soul to Sheffield Wednesday, just as he did to Everton in 14 years of total commitment here. And surely no visiting player has ever received a warmer welcome. Wednesday also include two other Everton old boys, goalkeeper Martin Hodge and striker Imre Varadi, who hasn't trained this week because of illness. It's the side that beat Arsenal at Hillsborough last Sunday. Everton are also unchanged, with left-back Pat van den Hauwe recovering from a damaged ankle. The form of Adrian Heath and Graham Sharp, 25 goals between them, keeping Andy Gray on the substitutes bench. Today's referee, Trevor Jones, a chartered accountant from Macclesfield. December has arrived in the northwest with a dank grey day, incessant rain all morning. Sheffield Wednesday in a change strip of all yellow, attacking the goal to the right in the first half. And here's Trevor Stephen for the First Division leaders. Gary Stevens. I must say the pitch has taken the rain so far very well indeed, but there's sure to be a lot of slipping and sliding. And Mike Lyons goes for the first header and is penalised for a little nudge on Graham Sharp. Peter Reid then with the free kick, away by Gavin Oliver, and that was handball by Kevin Sheedy. Promises to be an interesting contrast in styles. Martin Hodge coming out to take the free kicks outside his area so that Sheffield Wednesday can push men forward. Everton do tend to keep their game a little shorter. And I must say, talking to the Everton players, they are particularly keen to see what Sheffield Wednesday mean in terms of opposition and to pit their wits against them. Sharp. Off goes Heath. And Martin Hodge has to show some composure to let the ball run in the face of Adrian Heath. Adrian Heath just ahead of Graham Sharp, 13 goals to 12. But the return of the Everton old boys and the Sheffield Wednesday side contributing to a marvellous atmosphere at Goodison Park. And Martin Hodge back in front of supporters who know him well. There's always a good understanding between Heath and Sharp, and it was in evidence then. Sheffield Wednesday trying to congest the play by pushing up quickly. On from Varadi, and Van den Hauwe lengthening the stride against Oliver. Gavin Oliver, who's played before on Merseyside. 2 seasons ago he had a spell on loan with Tranmere Rovers. Lyons and Varadi. Now Shelton, and they've left Oliver. And Blair! Clinically struck. Southall left with no chance. A reflection of the improved fortunes of Andy Blair these days. He never scored for Aston Villa. But as the ball came off Kevin Ratcliffe to him, that's his 5th for Sheffield Wednesday. Sheffield Wednesday strike the first blow after 8 minutes. Bracewell's header. Fortunately for Hodge, it came straight at him. Well, it's very much in the Sheffield Wednesday makeup to take the game to the opposition away from home as well as at Hillsborough. Chapman. Stephen, beaten to it by Worthington. Stevens. The game helped, one must say, by the conditions, starting at a frenetic pace. Another Wednesday free kick. A misheader by Bracewell, collected by Berardi. It looked for a moment as though it was destined for the same corner. This time, less velocity in the shot, and Neville Southall was able to make a straightforward save. It was a tentative header by Paul Bracewell that allowed the ball to reach Berardi. In Wednesday style, pressing the First Division leaders back. Corner won by Marwood, off Vanden Hauwe. Paul Bracewell guarding the near post. Blair's corner, they look for Lyons. And Smith, after Berardi had the first effort. Mark Smith, who scored the winner against Arsenal last Sunday and had been taking some ribbing about not scoring for Sheffield Wednesday this season. That was his first goal, and a chance for a second then. Sharp surely jumping into Lyons, but the referee has given it the other way. Judging that Mike Lyons struck the first blow. Mountfield and Sharp, and an unusual save by Hodge. Blocked it with his left leg as first Mountfield and then Sharp threatened him with headers. Stephen with the corner, and Hodge catching safely. Peter Eustace in the centre of the Sheffield Wednesday bench, the assistant manager. He played in that 1966 Cup final between these two clubs, as did Colin Harvey on the extreme right of the Everton bench. Chapman, supported by Berardi. Marwood away to the left. Against Stevens, and running into Reed. Two ahead of him for Everton. Bracewell was in a squarer position, and that allowed Marwood to make the interception. The boos are for Marwood, who surely felt he was going for the ball. Marwood was chasing back as Heath came to try and take the ball from him, and the boot was raised. It looked serious for Adrian Heath. Howard Kendall will perhaps just wait to see the extent of the damage before he introduces Gray. And Marwood booed with his first touch after the resumption. Reed, Stephen, and Reed will reach it. Chapman. Gray continues to warm up. Smith. Time for Vanden Hauwe. Everton still with 10 men. Everton a goal down and needing to use their substitute Andy Gray after only 22 minutes. Gray on for Adrian Heath. He was 29 years old yesterday. Sutcliffe taking a ride on Sharp. The only real progress Everton have made so far has come from the odd free kick. Mountfield and Gray, and they left Gray, and it was blocked by Oliver, although he didn't know much about it. Now, it's a penalty. Sharp was the player foul, and Trevor Jones took his time. A miscue by Andy Blair, and Blair felt he'd got to go for it again. And in the mind of the referee, launched himself into the back of Sharp. And Sharp will take the kick himself. 1-1. Hodge furious. It was certainly unnecessarily conceded. Sharp concentrating on keeping the ball low, and he found the corner. 17 minutes remaining in the first half, and you feel that Everton have turned a corner. The Evertonians had seen a stuttering start from their side. Blair spotting that Shelton had made the run. He didn't carry that run with any great conviction that he might receive the pass. Sheffield Wednesday play the ball into the corners to try and get long throws, work on percentages from set plays. Chapman and Lyons. Well, that was almost a moment he would remember for the rest of his life, Mike Lyons. He exchanges looks with Southall, who denied him a goal on his return to Goodison Park. He battered it towards the goal that Southall guarded by throwing up his arms. Worthington, out by Ratcliffe. The pace as unrelenting as the rain. Sharp slipping at the crucial moment. Shelton kept his footing. Marwood. And Peter Reid taking retribution. That all stems from the episode earlier in the half between Marwood and Heath. And Reid took the law into his own hands, and the message quite clear as Reid's name was taken: one more and you will be off. And you could see then how late Reid was. Marwood needing treatment as Heath did before him. So close to half-time. Lyons stopped by Gray, and the referee blows for half-time. Andy Blair, having given Sheffield Wednesday the lead in the 8th minute, and then been responsible for Everton's equaliser by pushing Graham Sharp, who picked himself up and scored from the penalty spot. The first half with a little bitterness in it as well, with Everton losing Adrian Heath. The half-time score, it's Everton 1, Sheffield Wednesday 1. The second half starts with the Sheffield Wednesday substitute on, John Ryan, for Brian Marwood, who hasn't recovered from the attentions of Peter Reid. Sheedy takes it away from Van den Hauwe, which might not have been the best policy. But the two might have worked an opening here for Trevor Stephen. Hodge moves smartly to his right. Delightfully constructed by Van den Hauwe, and then Sheedy. Stephen went for placement, and it was kicked away by Hodge. Gray, push by Smith. He wasn't happy with the decision. The aerial policy continuing from both teams. And Gray again. And Bracewell almost worked it through. Ratcliffe. And Sharp, who was thinking sharply, was checking out to try and stay on side, but found that Sheffield Wednesday were just too organised for him on that occasion. Lions unchallenged this time. Nice touch from Lee Chapman. Berardi. Shelton through the middle, and Chapman! Just the type of cross that he would appreciate. Placed for Lee Chapman by Berardi. But Southall got across to keep the header out. Ratcliffe. Now Sheedy. Wednesday funnel back again. Ratcliffe. Everton looking for a moment of inspiration. Maybe it'll come from Trevor Stephen. Taking on Ryan. Still he can't deliver the cross. Ratcliffe has stayed forward. It's over Kevin Ratcliffe. Reed. And Sheedy. And how about that for composure from Peter Shirtliff? Berardi. And now Stephen. Perhaps as legs tire, the game might just open up in the final 10 minutes. Ryan. Won by Chapman, then by Mountfield for Everton. And Reed. Andy Blair. Maybe with the latest chapter in the battle that started when Marwood fouled Heath, because Blair then brought down Reed. But no sign of retaliation from Peter Reed. He just got up and got on with the game, knowing that he got the free kick. Stephen. Gray is poised. And Sheedy! Everton feel they might have had a penalty. Hodge is relieved that Sheedy's shot went wide. Andy Gray was protesting that he was pushed. The ball dropped though for Sheedy. We've seen him score so often from that type of position, Mike Lyons. And he is unbeaten on his return to Goodison Park. A draw for Sheffield Wednesday here, and a draw that they've deserved too. An interruption to Everton's progress at the top of the First Division. Andy Blair, having put